and he's making a way for you, yeah. He's making a way for you. Oh, making a way for you. Yes, making a way for you. You should be grateful. Yes, making a way for you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh. God is making a way for
Shavuot, or as your grandpa says, Shavuos, is the biggest Jewish holiday you've never heard of. And if you have heard of it, great, we don't need to hear about it in the comments. It's one of the 3 major pilgrimage festivals when Israelites schlepped to the temple to give offerings. In the Torah, it says to have a holiday 7 weeks after Passover, although it's less specific about all the details of what to do on it, apart from offering the first fruits of your wheat harvest, which feels not so relevant. The rabbis long ago picked this day to also celebrate Matan Torah, God giving the Torah to the people at Mount Sinai, a real peak experience. Passover is known for the Seders, Sukkot is known for eating in sukkahs, Shavuot, if you know it at all, which you probably don't, is starting to attract some real love for all-nighters called Tikkun Leil Shavuot. These all-night study sessions happen all over the world, and they're a great way to check out the Jewish scene where you live, because you get to have free-form conversations in a less formal setting than services. At some places, Tikkun goers keep it traditional, looking at the Book of Ruth to talk about committing to the Jewish people, the wild throne vision from the Book of Ezekiel to talk about Revelation, and of course, the text of the 10 Commandments. Other places bring Torah into hot-button social debates, or bring in the arts and culture crowd with Jewish film screenings, cheese tastings, and yoga at dawn. Not for me, but other people like yoga. The origins are Kabbalistic. It's told that the ancient Israelites overslept when the Torah was given, so we stay awake to show our eagerness to receive the Torah all over again. Receiving the Torah, that phrase. It's not just about Moses and the physical 10 Commandments up on Sinai. It's about how we absorb all the Jewish teachings we learn. By the way, receiving Torah doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. Check out these 2 classic Jewish stories. In one, God uprooted Mount Sinai and held it over the people's heads like a barrel, saying, "Accept the Torah or else." So they accepted. Some choice. Another says that God went from nation to nation offering them the Torah, but each of them rejected it until finally the Jewish people said, "Yeah, okay, na'aseh v'nishma, we will do, we will listen." This is part of the gist of the phrase chosen people, by the way. Of all of the people in the world, the Jews agreed to receive the Torah. Shavuot has other traditions besides the Tikkun, like decorating your home with greenery and flowers, because a midrash tells that Mount Sinai suddenly bloomed when the Torah was given. Since this 2-day holiday also commemorates the bringing of the first fruits of the harvest to Jerusalem, it's a great time to grab friends for a picnic or a garden party. It's common in Ashkenazi communities to eat a lot of dairy. Make sure to take those digestive aids. Perhaps this is to remember that the Torah is as sweet as honey and milk. In Sephardic homes, they'll go for a large meat meal later on because meat. Because the holiday is about receiving Torah, it's a time for young children to bake aleph-bet-shaped cookies, older kids to start to learn Hebrew letters, and in some communities for teenagers, they celebrate confirmation. It's taught that when the Torah was received, everyone heard it in their own language and according to their ability to understand. And that's still true today. Judaism puts great importance on mitzvahs like honoring parents, visiting the sick, and welcoming guests. But Talmud Torah keneged kulam, Torah study is equal to them all. Shavuot is an invitation for Jewish people to stand together in solidarity at the mountain, each according to who we are. It's an invitation to create a plan for continued learning and spiritual growth. While on all other nights it's better to give than to receive, on this night, it's all about receiving.
Okay. What's assets?
Assets are things that bring money to your bank account.
What's liabilities?
Liabilities are things that take money out your bank account.
Entrepreneurship is the act of becoming an entrepreneur. What's entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is a process of setting up a business or businesses.
Taking on a greater than normal.
Financial risk.
What's an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur is a person that organizes and operates a business or businesses.
Also taking on a greater than normal.
Financial risk.
What's financial mean?
Money.
And what's risk mean?
Chance.
Come on. What does it mean to own stock?
When you own a share of a company.
Come on. What's real estate investing?
Real estate investing is when you invest in a immovable property.
What's the two types of real estates?
Commercial real estate and residential real estate.
What's commercial real estate?
Commercial real estate is property for businesses and workspace, like an office, store, or land.
And what's residential real estate?
Property to live on, like a house, apartment, or condominium.
Come on. It comes with extra fees when you have real estate, you feel me? Daddy tells you how many times he pays his state property tax a year.
Once a year.
What's the type of maintenance fee?
Cutting grass.
Come on. What's HOA?
Homeowner association.
And what comes along with that?
HOA fee.
Come on. And when it comes to the brokerage percent, what percent is that?
7.
Come on. What's equity?
Equity is the difference between what your business is worth minus what you own.
Also assets minus
liabilities and debt.
Good job. What's credit report?
Credit report is like a report card letting you know how well you did by paying your money back you borrowed.
And how does credit affect your life?
The better you keep your credit, the more opportunities you'll have to get funding.
And what? Large purchases like?
A car or a house.
Come on. And always repay what you
owe.
Because if you owe somebody, that means you're in
debt.
And you never want to be in
debt.
Because that means you
owe somebody.
And we don't never owe
somebody.
Because that ain't what suckers do, period. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I'm Naomi Shimada. I'm a model and the co-author of a book called Mixed Feelings, exploring the emotional impact of our digital habits. It's really hard to sometimes find the balance of being informed but overwhelmed, of wanting to be connected but just feeling like you can't process all the information that's coming at you, and it just ends up really getting me down. I definitely have had to take some moments off of it just to be quiet and sit in my feelings and just be. Social media can help us feel connected to each other when we can't be in the same room. Social media is also a great place to be inspired by maybe a fun craft or a new workout, whether it's painting, cooking, a little indoor gym. All these things are also important in this time. So many of us have also experienced the negative side to using so much social media. Absorbing so many images and videos on a daily basis can really have an effect on how we see ourselves. So much of what we see on social media is a projection, a performance, and unrealistic bodies, lifestyles, homes, and all these things can really add up and make us constantly feel like we're not enough. It's really important just to decide what's best for you and just clock into how are you feeling today. Sometimes I find it helpful to take weekends off social media or specific days in the week. It can also be helpful to mute if you don't want to unfollow people that trigger you. We can ask ourselves, why is this making me feel bad? Why does this person make me feel a certain way? Because sometimes it says so much more about us. We can lose so much time on social media. So it's important we use them mindfully, otherwise we get lost in the scroll, and I know I'm not the only one. For me personally, social media has been a great place just to understand what's going on in my neighborhood around me, to understand what is needed, how can I help. I've been setting up little food bank boxes in shops in my neighborhood. I posted one online and it inspired a bunch of other people to do the same. So they've been sending me photos and videos. Makes my heart feel so warm. When you're all together and people you're around feel like you're on the phone the whole time, but also being on your phone is helping you kind of escape and stay connected to your friends. Just trying to find the balance between being present and being online is really important. So I think about what are the things that you can do to contribute in your household. Be mindful of how you're using it around your family. Your social media profile can highlight fun things about you or help you tell stories about the world, who you are, but it is not more important than you. Not posting doesn't make you not exist.
Don't leave me! I'll stop going on! Oh, God. Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God! I need more time, God! Oh, God! It can't be too late!
Ahí la bajan con mucho cuidado. ¿Listo? Cámara lenta.
Making me shine in the darkest low. God, let your light shine, have your way with me, please. And if it don't break, it's only making making me more than what I thought I'd be, yeah. Taking me places never thought I'd see.